The force exerted by circulating blood on the walls of blood arteries is called blood pressure. It varies according to the kind of vessel, but when not otherwise mentioned, the word blood pressure refers to arterial pressure in the systemic circulation. During systole, as the heart contracts and pumps blood into the aorta, the aortic pressure and systemic arterial pressure rise. Normally, blood pressure follows a daily rhythm and is lower at night. During the day, it varies according to physical activity and emotional state. Three distinct elements influence the pressure exerted on the artery walls. The first is cardiac output, or the volume of blood pushed out of your heart by your ventricles each minute. As cardiac output increases, your blood pressure rises. Blood volume, or the total amount of blood in your body, is the second component that affects your blood pressure. Blood pressure increases as blood volume increases. Resistance, which is anything that works against the flow of blood through your arteries, is the third component that impacts your blood pressure. Numerous elements play a role in resistance. One aspect that contributes to resistance is the elasticity of your arterial wall. Healthy arteries expand with each beating, assisting in the reduction of blood pressure against the arterial wall. Another element that contributes to resistance is the diameter of your arteries. Your body can dilate your arteries to lower your blood pressure. A third component that contributes to resistance is blood viscosity or thickness. Increased particles in your blood, such as proteins and lipids, increase viscosity. Blood that is thicker increases your blood pressure as your heart works harder to push it through your arteries. A sphygmomanometer or blood pressure cuff is used to measure your blood pressure. Systolic pressure refers to the pressure of blood against the walls of your arteries while your heart beats. Diastolic pressure is the pressure on the artery wall as your heart relaxes between beats. While your blood pressure may fluctuate throughout the day, it should typically be less than 120 mm of mercury in the systolic and less than 80 mm in the diastolic. If your systolic pressure is frequently greater than 140 or your diastolic pressure is frequently greater than 90, you have hypertension. While hypertension does not manifest symptoms immediately, it gradually affects blood vessels and is a significant risk factor for several cardiovascular disorders, including stroke, aneurysm, and heart attack, as well as end organ damage, such as renal failure or eyesight loss. As a result, hypertension is dubbed the silent killer. Main hypertension can be classified as primary or secondary, with the former accounting for more than 90% of cases. Primary hypertension has no evident origin and may develop because of advanced age, obesity, a high-salt diet, a lack of physical activity, smoking, or excessive alcohol use. Most typically, the blood arteries get hardened because of aging or bad diets, making blood flow more difficult. In contrast, secondary hypertension is caused by an underlying disease. Numerous illnesses and variables can contribute to hypertension. The most significant are renal disease and hormonal imbalances. Over time, excessive blood pressure damages the artery walls. Your artery wall may become weakened and bulge, a condition known as an aneurysm. Alternatively, the wall may rupture and leak into the adjacent tissue. Small breaks in the arterial wall may attract certain elements in your blood, including cholesterol, fat, and calcium, resulting in the formation of a plaque. As the plaque enlarges, blood flow via the artery reduces. Blood cells can adhere to the plaque and form solid clumps known as clots, decreasing or totally restricting blood flow. Damage to your arteries further elevates your blood pressure by causing your heart to beat more rapidly. Damage to the arteries and decreased blood flow result in illnesses such as stroke, heart attack, and renal disease. In most cases, the cause of hypertension, or high blood pressure, is unknown. This type of hypertension is referred to as main or essential hypertension. Essential hypertension treatment entails lifestyle modifications, such as consuming a healthy diet. If you are sodium sensitive, your doctor may advise you to restrict your intake of salt and highly processed foods. Sodium may cause your body to retain water, increasing both the volume of your blood and the pressure in your blood. Other lifestyle modifications that can help lower blood pressure include abstaining from excessive alcohol use, increasing physical activity, decreasing weight if overweight, and stopping smoking. Additionally, your doctor may offer medications that exert an effect on your kidneys, blood vessels, or heart to assist in lowering your blood pressure. Diuretics, more frequently referred to as water pills, cause the kidneys to excrete more sodium and water from the circulation into the urine, thereby decreasing blood volume and pressure. Beta blockers relieve your heart's workload by lowering both the rate and strength of your heart's contractions. Numerous medications work directly or indirectly to lower blood pressure by relaxing the blood vessels and increasing their width. ACE inhibitors, angiotensin II receptor blockers, calcium channel blockers, and direct-acting vasodilators are among these medications.